Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about in this video, quickly as always, is an article I got up on my blog, Truth Only Has a Few Friends, reference why you shouldn't trust anybody in business. And in general, you shouldn't trust anybody anyway, as far as I'm concerned. The trust has limitations. Loyalty has limitations, especially where money is concerned, especially where business is concerned. I've had people come back to me saying, well, you have to trust people in business. Everybody has to get along. There has to be teamwork, kumbaya, and all this stuff. You know what? I'm a dinosaur. I'm old school. And such attitudes to me, to put it politely in my old school dinosaur terminology, is just complete gay shit. You know what? I've seen people, as far as business is concerned, wanting to kill each other over business deals of a few $1,000s. One comes to mind where it's like $5,000 and the whole deal fell apart because people were too busy fighting before the money was even on the table. When you're dealing with serious money and serious business, people change. And what usually happens is everybody's getting along, and this is the story. Everybody gets along until the point the money's in the bank or the money turns up. And then everybody wants a percentage, and then people want more of a percentage because they've done more work than everybody else, etc., etc. So things tend to fall apart. This is where I don't trust people, period. I trust people to an extent. And people, I've had people say, well, loyalty loyalty needs to be 100%, especially when you're dealing with clients, you're dealing with, no. There needs to be boundaries. There needs to be limitations, and you need to understand those limitations. And I tell people from a management perspective, from a business owner perspective, you need to understand the limitations, the trust limitations of the people you're dealing with. I deal with a small group of people, and you know what? They're most probably listening to this thinking, you know what, he's an asshole. Everybody knows I'm an asshole. But I understand, and I'm constantly analyzing the people I'm dealing with to realize, to work out, okay, I can trust them to this limit. I can trust them to that limit. I'm not going to trust them to do this. I'm not going to trust them to do that. Everybody has their place, and everybody has their job, and everybody has their limitations. Myself likewise. And again, you need to try and learn your own limitations as well, because again, that will help you in business not to get beyond what you're capable of. This is where you need to reach out to people you might not trust 100%, but are more capable at certain aspects of business than you are. But again, understanding yourself and understanding other people is essential. And as far as trust is concerned, as far as business, as far as money is concerned, don't trust anybody. Analyze, analyze, analyze. And again, I tell people on our courses, and this is where you think about it, everybody says trust, 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 love, love, love. Okay, how many loving couples have ended up nearly killing themselves or killing each other in divorce courts? And that's relationships that all start off lovey-dovey and end up extremely hostile. As far as trust is concerned, and this is what I tell people on my courses, etc., or I tell people in general, when you're looking at people, who would you sooner trust? And again, I say this from a security perspective now, it's a little bit off topic, but who would you trust? If you're looking after the security for a client, they have a big residence, etc., would you sooner trust the gardener, that could be an immigrant gardener that's working in the garden, or would you sooner trust the client's accountant? Who's going to be the more trustworthy person? And how many people come back and say, well, the accountant, because the gardener is an immigrant, the gardener's this, the gardener, they don't know where he's from, etc. The gardener will most possibly want to steal stuff, etc., etc., where the accountant has money. Okay, possibly. But what can the gardener steal? He doesn't have access to steal much. Unless he breaks into the house, he might steal something, he might stick something in his bag, stick something in his pocket, etc. Few $1,000, $10,000 maybe if he's lucky. What can the accountant steal? An accountant can steal a lot more from the client because he has access to the accounts, access to money, access to guiding the accountant's money in the wrong direction, etc. So this is where, when it comes down to trusting people, usually the people that need watching more as far as trust are concerned are the people that are closer to you and the people that have access to and say your secrets, your money, your business content, your intellectual property, etc. Generally, you have to watch the people that are closer to you than watch the people that's on the peripherals, because the people that are closer to you stand a better chance of getting pissed off, getting jealous, etc. And then they have access to the information, they have access to the assets to be able to screw you over big time. I think there's one saying out there, I don't know where it comes from, that betrayal never comes from an enemy, which is true. Betrayal will always come from somebody that's close to you. So this is one reason you can trust people, but understand the limitations of that trust. Trust and loyalty has limitations. I got a book about this, Social Navigation. It's up on Amazon. In the meantime, follow me along on social media. I'm up on, I prefer LinkedIn these days, but we're up on the main social media platforms. We'll be throwing out more content. We're up in our social media game in 2025. We're back doing the courses. We haven't been doing much the past few years because we've been busy. I have an array of articles up on my blog, True Funny Has a Few Friends. And I have an array of books up on Amazon that talk about various aspects of close protection, security world, etc. If you got any relevant questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will get back to you in time. I might be a little bit busy, but I try to get back to serious questions when I have the time. So in the meantime, as always, be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble. And again, don't trust anybody because, again, as I said, betrayal never came from an enemy. It never comes from an enemy.